Hey there, guys. Welcome back. Today I thought it would be fun to start a new series with the Star Wars one also, so it's like a mix between both. So I thought it would be fun to try out basically my favorite game, and that's Kerbal Space Program. It's a pretty amazing game, very technical when it comes to rocketry, because it's like a rocket game where you do different rockets, fly out, do different missions, contracts, you name it. And I thought I wanted to try this out just to see how fun this is, and just maybe put some goals in later on, like for now just earn a bit of money and stuff like that, because I'm playing in career mode. And career mode adds money, but also science. So it's like there's a science mode, career mode, and then there's a sandbox. Sandbox, you can guess what it is. Like it's you can do whatever you want. You have everything unlocked straight away. While science mode, you don't really have to worry about money. You have to actually worry about science. So you just create whatever crazy contraptions you can do to basically get more science to unlock the whole tech tree. But career mode adds money to the mix also, so you have to think of basically a lot of things to begin with, and then like this is the tech tree here, and basically I have a crap load of damn mods on, so there is like a lot of futuristic things like some lithium tanks to like basically warp drives and stuff like that, but that's like far away from what I'm near right now. Like I start over here with this tech here, so I start with a few things here that I can do whatever I want with basically for right now, and then I just have to unlock more and more when it comes. So yeah, I think I want to see what kind of contracts there are now. There is escape, the atmosphere. Yeah, I got yada yada. Gather scientific data from Kerman. Launch first vessel. This one is probably gonna be the easiest one. Just launch one thing. An orbit I'll take later on, but I want to see if I can create a suborbital rocket. And that suborbital rocket will like, yeah, you know, not an orbit to go around Kerman or Earth or whatever you call it, but basically go like go in a trajectory where it flies up and then goes down again. And sorry about the stutter. I will find out how to fix this. It is just the stuttering when it loads, and it's only when it loads. But yeah. Okay, so I want to build a rocket, and I might cut a lot of this stuff out because it's like I'm just using my brain. But basically, this here is pretty easy to do straight away. Okay, so here is my final design for a basic rocket with the technology I have right here and now that can carry a teeny tiny bit of payload. And this rocket has like a little engine and stuff like that on. Like it's not really the big powerful one. Maybe you can carry like 200 or 300 kg, like a kilograms to orbit, but it is not gonna be much, and I pretty much over-engineered this one. I think it can go. I mean, the number says it can go to orbit, but you know, yeah, numbers can be numbers. Wait. It's just gonna be test 1 for I don't know, an SLS, a space launch system. And this is a new kind of space launch system. And space launch system, sorry, basically just means that it is a system that that will launch payload into orbit, but it's a more like it's not a specifically designed rocket to do a specific job. It's basically just an all-around thing, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna put this into production. Oy, I haven't thought of this here. The size limit. Oy, I can't remember that. The size limit. Okay, maybe. Yeah. Okay, this is another rocket. Okay, so let me just build like a teeny tiny rocket with a cone here, and then just bam, like this here should be fine. Oh yeah, and don't mind these things here that looks a bit weird. I tried my best to figure out what the hell was going on here, but I don't know, man. I'm not gonna use these things because I have all the other things here. You know, like everything that is actually like here from the tech tree and stuff like that, from this here on all the way down here. So it's like, I don't know. It's some technical problems I'm having. I mean, not really a big deal. Okay, so I need an engine, and this engine should be good enough with thrust to weight ratio. So I'm just gonna make this teeny rocket like this. It looks kind of weird, but whatever. And then say save with untitled, and then yeah, fly. And then okay, and this is where another mod comes in that I have actually. Like, it is basically a mod that makes hangars and stuff like that on your space center here. Plus, you also build individual rockets, so you have to build the rockets to then launch them. And there's also a whole tech tree with technology also. And actually, I haven't done the points here, so I'm gonna put some points here, basically there. Okay, so now I've put some points in, and now you can see the days for it to finish reduced like enormously. So here I also have some other mods when I'm sending the first human or Kerman in orbit or in space, because I have a Kerbalism mod on that makes it so you basically like basically real life ish. So it's like you need oxygen, food, whatever for them to be alive, and you only have a specific amount and stuff like that. It is so interesting, and I love that mod. I love that mod, but it's also very hard. It also adds engine failures and stuff like that. So when I launch this rocket here, when it's soon gonna be finished building, then it can either like fail with the engine startup and stuff like that. It's very interesting. And there's also a rollout. So like, you know, like now it is built in the VAB here, like vehicle assembly building. Then it'll like slowly like drive over to the launch pad here. So it's basically real life ish. And then if you build like a space plane or a plane for that matter, jet, whatever, it builds it, but then you can just straight away launch it because it only have to go to the runway here and then fly off. So it doesn't take time like moving a big rocket over to a launch pad. And I think that's very interesting also. I just love these kind of mods that I have on right here. And I could have tested the mods. No, I could have tested the rocket here with the crash system here. It's like a simulation, but it just costs so much. Okay, so here I'm at the at the launch pad, and I forgot to put my rocket down to the to the launch pad. So we're gonna have some funky rocket here. Okay, fly by wire. Okay. Bam. So we're gonna have some funky rocket here. Just moving all these things that you have to move to start with the mods that I have on. Lock there. Okay. So now I'm just gonna put SAS on and then just fly the rocket. Well, let me tell you one thing. It has ignition burns. I mean, that's kind of cool, right? So it's like each firing it takes an ignition, but I overestimated the JA10 engine here completely. This was a failed mission. uh, Pretty embarrassing. Okay, this was pretty embarrassing to be honest, but well, I mean, first launch gonna be first launch. I didn't even test the rocket. What am I expecting? So yeah, let's go back to the drawing board and just put in a bigger engine. To be honest, because it is just a fine rocket to just shoot up and then forget about it. But yeah, that engine ain't good. That's for sure. That's for sure. It's a good vacuum engine, but anything else basically horrible. You can see this number here. It says how it's doing in the atmosphere. Oh, I forgot to press the atmosphere on. Yikes, my mistake. Okay, let me think for a moment, because basically the only engines that are actually kind of good is this one. So I have to make a contraption where it is like an adapter. Can I use this nose cone as an adapter? Yeah. Ooh, nice. But this nose cone is too big. I can't shrink it. Dude. Oh, okay, yeah. Ah, there it is. Okay. So, there. No, I don't want to see how well it will recover. Okay, so here, basically this here should fly, right? Yeah, it does. It lifts up. And takes 58 days to build. And then I can collect everything from here. Do I need a parachute for it just to cover the data? I mean, not the data, because the Kerbal is a mod does, so you can like, so you can basically so you can basically transmit data from your capsule or probe or whatever to the space center immediately when you're doing the science. So you slowly gain science, but it will then take a lot longer to do, for example, oh, a magnetized meter or something. I can't remember what it's called, but it takes longer to do that. For example, I remember it takes like 90 days in-game days to do that, so it takes longer to do stuff like that. And that's kind of cool also. And yeah, the launch pad also have to be refurbished. Like put fuel in, clean it up, whatever you name it. I didn't even complete my first launch because the rocket couldn't even lift. That is sad. But yeah, used a bit of money here. But I've gained some money though. I don't know how that came to be. Damn. Okay, so you can see if I need to make a space station with people and they need to get like get food up there and stuff like that and oxygen oxygen whatever regularly. I need to have some resuppliers ready, and I need to have some backup resuppliers if something goes wrong. And that is also very interesting and makes a complete different gameplay. And I like that. As you can see here, I forgot to put it down again, and damn, it is gonna be a lot of this kind of stuff. But I don't know. I actually don't really care. It's the starting here. The starting will always be this funky stuff. Okay, putting the things the right place. Okay, so now I'm gonna fire the engine. And there, here we go, the first launch. Or second launch, if you can call it that. Well, I mean, whatever. Wait, stop that. I'm just speeding up the time so like it goes a bit faster. Because this here is a bit tedious. But yeah, I installed what is the mod called? Visual enhancement or whatever it's called. So it's like there's clouds and stuff like that here. Very nice, very nice. And like this kind of fog to this here until you get closer. And that fog goes away when you're in space, for example, and stuff like that. It's actually pretty cool. Pretty nifty. Okay, so now I'm gonna do like a funny gravity turn-ish thing here. Oh. Uh-oh. Ah, okay, okay, it has 10 ignitions. Nope. Damn, this pretty bad rocket. Okay. Well, we're going up now. We're going up now. Trying to line it up. Yeah. No. This way. Yeah, funky launch. But yeah, this will escape the atmosphere and go into space. And then I can do some science. If I can move Mag Jab. There you go. If it has some science, I don't think this thing has science, or nah, not really any science here. Yeah, whatever. Okay, but yeah, then like the fog goes a bit away now because of like we're in space. But yeah, this is really like awesome. You can also see like the heat wave or whatever that is. I think that should be like the clouds moving, because the clouds actually move also. Then we're gonna re-enter with a fast speed, but hopefully we can recover this little guidance unit. But yeah, we can definitely do that. That was not gonna be a problem. But yeah, there's also like electricity where it actually specifically tells you how long there is until it goes. Stuff like that. It is so interesting. And also with the parachutes, like, you cannot just like re-prep a parachute like normal and then just shoot it up and everything. Nah. It's a more it's way more complicated than that. But that is very nice. And also, like, shooting it out, if the temperature is too high, it'll just burn. It'll just burn away the parachute. So that's also something to think of. And then I have like realistic water, just visual mods, a lot of visual mods, but also a buttload of gameplay mods. Yeah, it's pretty nice, pretty nice. Okay, so I'll come back to you guys when I hit the water and comes back to the space station. No, not space station, space center. Okay, so now we're back here, and you can see, you guys can see that I have earned a bit of science. Actually, quite a lot of science for this. I think it's because of the first launch and stuff like that, and then I got a bit of funds back from the launch, but I got a mega load of funds because of the first launch, because I basically did 2 things. Yeah, so now I'm gonna take Orbit Kerman, because I think that should be possible. All these test things, it could be it's nice to do those because you'll gather science and stuff like that, but at the same time, I've never really bothered doing this because it's just like, it's just a bit tedious, these things here. So I haven't really bothered with this kind of stuff here. But like the tourist stuff is very easy money right there. But the first thing I'll do is upgrade my launch pad, my mission control center, and my no, I can't do that. I can't do that. Well, yeah, my mission control and then my launch pad. Those are big things I need to upgrade. And then some basic rocketry so I can actually do something. Some engineering 101. And then some stability. And then some of those like cosmetic things here. Just because I can. And that should be basically it. And then, general rocketry will give me a load of good stuff also. Like the Titan 1. I have some mods that puts like historically accurate vehicles. Like historically accurate rockets and stuff like that. But also like futuristic, of course. And I mean, it's kind of nifty. You can make like big gigantic colony spaceships, you name it. Like whatever comes to your mind, you can make it here almost. Like, and that's pretty cool. And then you can see here, I have up here the build list. Then and when you go to tech, you can see that launchpad and mission control is getting upgraded, and it takes time, of course. So it takes some few hundred days here, but the science here moves quite quickly because I upgraded the science a lot here. And I'm just gonna put all my points into this here research. And what this does is that when I build something, it also gains me a bit of science, and that is very nifty. So you don't get stuck basically because of like missing funds and stuff like that. And there is an exploit with this mod where you can build a rocket and then get the science from building that rocket and then just where is it, scrap it, and then you'll get basically all the money back, and then you can do it again. And I'm not planning to use that exploit. That is like a bit. It is a bit too cheaty. But yeah, that is basically an exploit. So for now, I have the SLS test, and that SLS test needs the bigger launchpad. So I have to wait for that. I can't really launch anything before this launch pad has been created, but I basically don't have any missions here for now. So I actually think I want to end the episode here, so you guys got a taste of it and see how well this is doing, and if this is gonna be something that I will do more of. I also have some other things in mind also while doing these two things, like the Star Wars Empire War and Kerbal Space Program here. But that's for later on. I only have so much time on my hand. But basically, if you guys want to see more, like I would love to get your feedback, and I mean, that's it. It was a kind of short video, but it's okay. So I hope you guys love what you see, and I'll see you guys in the next one.